Hello, my name is Deb. I am a full-time RVer. I spend 7 months of the year traveling in a Lance truck camper and 5 months of the year stationary in a fifth wheel at a seasonal site in very upstate New York. We've just begun travel season in the truck camper, so come along with me as I live my life in a Lance. Well, it is a cool day, so we are having a crock pot meal for supper. So in my crock pot, I have what you see on top there is pork that is cut up into bite-sized pieces. Underneath that is carrots and onion, and there's some chicken broth in there. So essentially I'm making pot roast but with pork. And I kind of ran out of room, so I am going to have to figure out the best thing to do for the potatoes, which might just be to bake potatoes and have them on the side. But it should be a nice, warm, comforting meal on this chilly day. Well, it has been raining for like 5 days straight, so I spent that time pretty much doing nothing but reading. So I was reading The Last Sinner by Lisa Jackson. It is a Rick Benz and Ruben Montoya series book. I love these characters. I discovered them, I think, earlier this year. It's hard for me to remember because I read so much. But this is, I did finish it, so I'm going to read you the synopsis and then I'll tell you what I thought of it. There are killers so savage, so twisted, that they leave a mark not just on their victims, but on everyone who crosses their path. For Detectives Benson Montoya, Father John, a fake priest who used the sharpened beads of a rosary to strangle prostitutes, is one such monster. Benz thought he'd ended that horror years ago when he killed Father John deep in the swamp. But now there are chilling signs he may have been wrong. A new victim has surfaced, her ruined body staged in deliberate, unmistakable detail. Either it's a terrifying copycat, or Father John, the detective's own recurring nightmare, has come back to haunt New Orleans. Another death, and another. Benz is growing convinced that Father John isn't just back. He's circling closer, targeting those who Benz loves most. And this time, he won't be stopped until the last sinner has paid the ultimate price. This moved really quickly. There were a lot of moving parts and pieces. It was very engrossing. It was enjoyable for me to just kind of hang out, listen to the rain on the roof of the RV, and read. And Lisa Jackson, The Last Sinner, I have to tell you, if you like suspense and thrillers, you should definitely check this one out. I just entered the costume contest and I am waiting for trick-or-treaters. By the way, this sloth campfire blanket thing was a birthday gift from my sister Chrissy 3 weeks ago, and I am loving it. Good morning. Excuse me. Last night was Halloween proper, the actual Halloween. They had another set of Halloween activities and we participated in some of them. I entered the costume contest wearing the sloth campfire blanket my sister had given me for Halloween. For my birthday. Then We came back to the campsite and the trick-or-treaters came around. There were not as many trick-or-treaters, probably less than half of what we had last week. So we still have a ton of candy left. After trick-or-treat, we just went down back to the pavilion to see what was happening there. The the campground staff lit a fire in the witch's cauldron, and they had little kits made up so people could make s'mores. So I made a s'more. We went on the hayride, which we did not do last week, but that, you know, it was fun. It was a little hokey, but you know, it was so cute. And after that, we just came back and relaxed. Kirk hasn't been feeling well this week, and starting yesterday, I wasn't really feeling all that well. But we tried to, you know, be game, live in the moment, and participate in what we could participate in. So I'm glad we did. Today, they have more activities for everyone. Pumpkin painting and apple bobbing, and there's a scavenger hunt. Not quite sure what we're gonna get into today, but yeah, I'll bring you along.
Don't say nothing as I watch you pack. Had to work to be the jerk I've come to be.
Well, we are having a fire today because it is cool outside, and guess who came over to visit? Lydia is here. You know Lydia. She's been in, we've talked about Lydia before, so say hi to Lydia, everybody.
Hello.
So we're having a nice little visit.